Greetings, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today. And welcome back to my YouTube channel. All that is, thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to talk about a few things today that are close to my heart. To begin, I just want to say that this year has been a year of many shifts, changes, introspection, healing, and big strides towards what I know is the ascension journey and our preparation for that individual ascension journey, not only as an individual, but also as a collective. And so, for me personally, I have gone through many changes physically, emotionally, mentally. And as many of you might know, I had an upheaval this year in terms of shifting and changing my service provider for my website. So, that was a huge shock to me in terms of what it is that I needed to do. And so, that was a great upheaval. And so, we're all experiencing this, whether it's on the work front, in our living arrangements, in our environment, within our body. And as we begin to move and to shift, we are restructuring the architecture within our body, within our mind, within our energy field. And so earlier this year, when I went through that shift within my own body, I went through this attachment, if you will, because I had spent a lot of my time and energy into building that website. And so it was a shock to me when I found out that from my guides that I needed to do this in order to move forward because that service provider was not in alignment with my highest soul aspect. And so I had to take that in my stride and try to figure out what it was that I needed to do and how it was that I needed to do it. But what came about was that I had to do a complete reshuffle, close that website down and start again from scratch with a new service provider. So I've done that now and I've come through on the other side. And what that has shown me is that even though I had built that from scratch, I had so much joy in creating from this new perspective of myself and how much I had grown since I had first built that old website. And so I could see myself within this new architecture of my being, within this new reality, within what I had created from that higher dimensional perspective. Because when I had first created that old website, there was a lot of that me, if you will, that was from the old world that held on to those old energies that was still in pain, in suffering, attached, if you will, through that 3D world. And so this new architecture, if you will, is my new perspective. And so this website is, in a way, breathing new life into my practice, into my view of where it is I would like to go. And I am a Sagittarian. And so, in a way, that's my arrow, if you will. I'm shooting my arrow into the future and what it is my practice and my work and my offerings would look like from that aspect. Now, many of you know or are familiar with my path and how I arrived on this ascension journey, and it has not been easy. So, through all of those shifts and changes, I have now stepped into this work that I am offering my services from my understanding, from my learning, and from those deep learning curves that I have gone through in my own life that has brought me to this place of understanding and of achievement and of seeing this ascension journey, this ascension path with new eyes, with fresh eyes, and from many different perspectives as I learn, as I move through these energies within my own body, within my own field of experience. So, as I go through this work, I have now, with my new website, brought forward new services. And I feel that this is, in a way, presenting myself in a new light as I see these aspects of myself and as I work through all of these aspects of myself. And so I'm able to now offer these services to help others heal from what it is that I went through personally within my own life and through my own experiences. And so as I breathe life into these new services that I am offering, I have already received such incredible feedback from the people that have come to my doorstep to engage with me in these healing modalities and the sessions that I have had with them. And so I'm so grateful to all of these people for their bravery in stepping forward and embracing not only the trust that they have placed in me, but also in embracing their own path, in stepping forward as sovereign beings to allow for that shift to take place within their own lives and to embrace that ascension path within their own lives. And so for that, I'm truly grateful because it's not for the faint-hearted. This is a very difficult path to be on. And so it requires commitment, it requires daily practice, and it requires a lot of hard work. And so I really, really commend all these people that have come to my doorstep to do this work with me, um, to embrace that trust, that truth for themselves. And so this is how we shift. We leave the fear of failure and the constraints, if you will, that society has placed around us, and how we have built ourselves around these constraints within our heart, within our mind, within our reality. And so as we work out all of these constraints, we are that much better for it as we work towards our own ascension journey. And so these constraints are built there for a reason, because they are directing our heart to move away from the Creator, to go on a path that is not in alignment with our highest soul's aspect. And so, in a way, I have shed all that hesitation and fear and stepped into this powerful co creation with the Creator, with my higher self, and with my guides. And it has led me to so much beauty, so much joy, such miracles that continue to unfold in my life. And now, with these new services that I have offered on my website, they are both expansive and finely tuned to heal on all levels of the physical, mental, and energy bodies. I work primarily from the aspect of my 12th dimensional soul aspect, and so these new services arose from that perspective. I am still exploring these potentials, but for now, I am offering healing ancestral past life trauma. I'm also offering couple healing and a 12th dimensional full spectrum energy healing. And as a bonus, I am also offering a 3-session bundle for some of these sessions. So I would encourage you to explore these potentials. I will put a link for this in the description of this video so you can go and explore my website. Unfortunately, our show today with the Shamankas got cancelled. However, we are putting all of our energy into the upcoming Gridwork mission on Saturday at 11:11 a.m. Pacific time. So I would encourage you to please join us for this important mission as we stand in solidarity with our farmers and our truckers. These folks have become front center, if you will, dealing with the oppression and the overwhelming aspects of government overreach. Many of you might be aware of what recently took place in British Columbia with the culling of the ostriches at Universal Ostrich Farm here in British Columbia. And a lot of the underbelly, if you will, of how this government works was exposed. The atrocities of those acts were just heinous, heinous crimes against birds and the family members of that farm. This template of government overreach is not new. It is being applied to many avenues where they are bringing in the Agenda 2030. And if you don't know what this means, I would recommend you please do your research. I have seen this template in the past with the Arrive Can debacle. None of the offenders going all the way up to the ex-Prime Minister's office were ever brought to justice. It was all swept aside as the Liberal Party was given a new beginning. a clean slate and a new leader for them to continue with their underhanded politics with new management. And so these acts and deeds will continue as long as we remain quiet, accept, and do not make a stand. And so it is my hope that we can at least shift this paradigm energetically through our own individual methods, much like the work we undertake through our grid work missions. And so it is my hope that you will join us for this mission on Saturday to help alleviate some of these atrocities by changing the way we look at things from our hearts and from our minds. It is my belief that love conquers all. And so if we tune into our own hearts, it will become absolutely clear what path we need to take, whether to support these inversions and distortions that the government seems to have no trouble at all ramming it down our throats. All of the various aspects of government bodies, the corporations that support them, they all reach out and reach us in our everyday, day-to-day lives. And so there's no hiding from them. But the way forward is to find a way to not support them. And so we need to find a way to support those that truly matter, like the farmers and the truckers. For these institutions, these government organizations, these politicians, they truly do not give a damn about you or me. So let's work together, and let's work from our heart outwards in small measure to begin with. And as we move from within our hearts to within our inner circles, our families, our friends, our neighbors, our community. And as we move out into our community, we are infecting the community, the collective, with our good deeds. By just being good to each other and being present in our heart and with what truly resonates in our own hearts, not someone else's ideas or agendas, or greed for that matter, because ultimately this is all it boils down to: greed, money, wealth, power. And so I will leave you today with a beautiful message of love. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Namaste.
Et si parfois je deviens fou, ce n'est que de nous et nos rendez-vous quand le soleil se couche, que je sens ton souffle, le soir quand nos deux bouches s'emmènent, que nos mains s'engouffrent, la lune se joue de nous, disparaît d'un coup, t'emmène avec elle et moi, je suis tellement jaloux, tout devient flou. Rising up, back on the street, did my time, took my chances. Well, in the distance now I'm back on my feet, just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happened so fast, change your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past, you must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last non-survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us soar with the eye of the tiger. The eye of the tiger. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him even though you can. Your smile is like a breath of spring. Your voice is soft like summer rain. And I cannot compete with you, Jolene. But he talks about you in his sleep. There's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene.